What up? How y'all scallywags doing? Yeah, man. Just want to give y'all my uneducated opinion, my 3 cents on the on this Pfizer shit, right? Uh, I know you got Republicans out there crying, saying they got to get rid of it because it's been utilized against American citizens. Uh, I think that all right there is because of somebody else. Um, I think that a lot of the times when people are against something, um, they're not educated enough to really be given a solid opinion on these type of things. I think a lot of people that are in the political world that holds power, that has a voice, and stuff like that, uh, react to certain things out of feelings instead of facts. You know, because they party wants this, or uh, the people that's surrounding them, in order for them to stay in, they have to fake the funk and lie and not tell the truth about things, because they ain't got to lie, they just ain't got to tell the whole truth, right? And some of the stuff that I've been seeing with this Pfizer thing, um, especially when it comes to Majority Taylor Greene, she doesn't have her opinions on it and what she calls facts, or her 3 cents on the matter. She doesn't pull up the full scope and magnitude of actually not having warrants and surveilling intelligence gathering from foreign operatives, or people who are of interest. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I notice is that it's important that some of these government agencies, to do their job, to protect America and its allies and its interests, by way of not having warrants and actually gathering intelligence on people, software, infrastructure, buildings, and all this other stuff. Because at the end of the day, if cyber attacks, uh, in America, abroad, and are big problems. Case in point, that guy, whatever it was called, company he had, was spreading spyware on American people abroad and in this country, and you don't hear any of these people who are against Pfizer bringing this stuff up, right? And I think the reason why they don't want Fisa is because Trump doesn't want it. Because Trump is the one who has been found out to have gotten people's phone records, emails, and etc. to go after them and attack them. Talking about media people, that's who he did it to, media people. So he could find out who's their confidential informant. So he can go after the confidential informant, right? On today on C-SPAN, they had a hearing on reporters having the right to be able to protect their confidential informants, right? They had a whole hearing on this today. Now, I don't know what the outcome it was. I listened to some of it, and that's what one of the journalists accused Trump of doing, right? I think that there's a big difference between surveilling people outside of the U.S. and going after reporters, because you might not like what they have to say about you. You know what I'm saying? Or it's probably hurting your bottom line. You know, if that's the case, this whole whistleblower thing, all these whistleblowers should be ousted, right? But there won't be any confidential informants or i.e. or whatever whistleblowers if nobody couldn't hold their word and gave up everybody that's whistleblowed or was a confidential informant for anything. You know, I think it's just my 3 cents. I think it's very important that the Fisa thing to go ahead, because I believe that that's how we stopped a lot of the attacks. That's how we stopped other people. That's how we gather intelligence for Israel, Ukraine, other fellow countries inside the United Nations, NATO, allies as well. And if we cannot gather intelligence without having to see, this is the thing. They people outside of the U.S. does not follow under our fucking Constitution, right? So people want to get rid of Fisa because, you know, maybe I don't know if it's true, but they're saying that in certain instances that American people were being illegally spied on. But in the times that we are in, when people are crying about young men of military age coming across the border, Chinese or whatever the case may be, and stuff like that, you know, then why not have Fisa? You know, makes absolutely no sense. Now, these same cats like Majority Taylor Greene and some of these other cats are crying about how, are fear-mongering about how an attack on America's soil is imminent, right? Because of all these foreigners coming in, right? But now you can't gather intel. See, this is another thing, and I hate to say this, but it shouldn't be like this, right? When the FBI, CIA, or whomever has an ongoing investigation, right, they shouldn't have to divulge it to certain groups of people, i.e. Congress. And the reason why I'm saying that is because not everybody can fucking hold water. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody. You don't know who these people be pillow talking to and all this stuff, but now you want to spread who's being surveilled and why they're being surveilled. And I hate to say it, I wouldn't want to do it if I was them. Why? You know, let's tell you after the fact and give you the whole breakdown on what happened. You know, so there's a lot of shit going on right now that people are not talking about because it's the real issue. And the real issues aren't being taken care of. We won't catch them. You know, the real issues being taken care of, and all this other stuff is just in the way. You know, FISA no good because it's in some instances it's spied on American people, but when Trump do it, it's okay. They don't count. You know, horrible mistakes keep happening. Horrible mistakes keep happening. Horrible. Time and time, over and over again. You know, and this will be another one. If people don't get they heads out of their butts and really think about what their decisions and the ramification of the decisions, in my opinion. You know, surveillance is important. I don't know what happened with this thing, but this is one instance I would bring up, right? You had the spy balloons, right? Then you had the spy balloons, cell phone signals nationwide keeps dropping out, people's power. You having cargo ships running into bridges. You having attacks on the critical infrastructures. All kind of shit, right? You got people that come into this country, right? Legally, that are spying, that are spies, foreign operatives, right? And nobody bats a fucking eye. Nobody bats a fucking eye. I'm talking about the people that's sitting up over here talking about this Fisa business. They're not batting the eye. You know? I don't think if it's like if there's a 75%, 85% chance that somebody could be a terrorist and in America, I don't think there should be a fucking war. I don't think there should be a fucking war. If somebody oversees that there's a good chance, I'm talking about very good bona fide chance that this person is an operative, out here hacking in this shit, out here building bombs, out here stealing national secrets, out here stealing proprietary hardware and software, I don't think there should be a fucking warrant. Get they ass. My ass is more important than my fucking feelings. My ass is more important than the SSBBW porn. Oh, just joking. But and all in all, man, like, and to me, a lot of this shit makes absolutely no fucking sense. And these Republicans is all about what Trump wants. If Trump wants something, they all gonna vote for it. They not gonna vote against the guy because it seems like they all too scared. They all too scared. Everybody's. It seemed like they all look. Everybody's looking to make sure that they have a job if he happens to get in office. Because I guarantee y'all, if he doesn't get it, if Trump don't get it, if Trump don't get it, a lot of people are going to jump ship like they have before. A lot of people are going to jump ship like they have before him. You know, that's what I think. I ain't never seen this many amount of adults scared of a little foreign intelligence surveillance act. Never have. Never seen people spread so many lies on the House floor and some of these people who will hold a political office. I never seen this many people so fucking scared in my life. Never seen them. So, and I'm talking about scared to tell the fucking truth and don't sugarcoat it and don't hide, don't hold out on important information when they speak it. I never seen so many people this scared. Never. I haven't. And it's just a shame. What a shame. Whether or not you vote this way or you vote that way, you know, let me tell y'all something, man. You gotta analyze these dudes, man. You can't be going with y'all feelings. You know, can't be going into feelings just because somebody show up to Chick-fil-A. You know, Biden says you ain't black unless you vote for me. Trump says you ain't Jewish unless you vote for me. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Give me a couple beers. Let that shit sink in, fellas. Let it sink in. And it's gonna keep happening over and over again. I came here to see if my boy Randy was here, but I guess he's not. Let me back this thing on that part right here. I guess he's not. There's nobody coming. Park underneath this coconut tree. Hopefully nothing hit me. Yeah. There we go. You know, just my 3 cents on the matter, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the only place where I can sit up over here and talk politics without people getting in their fucking feelings, because I can't talk about it in a physical form because people always get butthurt. They always get butthurt. They always cry. They never want to be honest with themselves. And that's okay. That's okay. Some people listen to the news and some people listen to the blues. But it seems like now these days it's like, you know, the news is playing the blues. And folks is getting emotional when that motherfucking song start hitting hard, you know. I ain't the one. and I ain't gonna never be the one, to sit there and just listen to somebody because they could talk good, they intellectual and shit like that. That ain't me. That ain't me, and that'll never be me. That ain't me, and it'll never be me. You know. But on that note, this is my 3 cents, my opinion. Peace.